We got an update today in Warzone, April 19th. We got a nerf to the Sykov, we got some bug fixes, and I think I found a new bug while I was testing out some of the attachments and bug fixes today. I'm going to read some of the patch notes here. We got fix the bug with the Modern Warfare sniper scope and variable zoom scope where they were not displaying a glint. This was a big problem. Glad that's fixed. Now when you're being sniped, you're going to be able to see where they're at because there's going to be that glint again. Fix the bug with Modern Warfare weapon perks where they were not having their intended effects. I have tested this out with the Sleight of Hand. Sleight of Hand is definitely fixed. You now are going to have fast reload with that. And I have not tested out the other perks that were broken, but we're assuming they are until they've been tested out. We then have some other bug fixes and some changes. One of them is the missiles flying overhead are not going to be as loud anymore. And then we have the Sykov Nerf. For the Sykov, it says the Sorokin 140mm auto barrel has a hip spread increased, being nerfed to have more recoil. The Akimbo has a movement speed reduced by 5%. 80 round drums, movement speed reduced by 5%, and an ADS movement speed reduced by 7%. And when equipping the Sykov with the Sorokin 140mm auto and the 80 round drums, damage is reduced by 25%. Now, while working on this video, JGod released a video of his about the nerf, and he discovered that the damage is not reduced by 25% until you slap on the Akimbo. So if you're running not a single pistol, you're not going to have that damage decrease, you're going to have the original damage. So what does this change for the Sykov pistol and its attachments? I still think Akimbo is the way to go for it. For close range, it's still the most powerful gun out there. And with Akimbo, we're still running the same attachments. Muzzle brake, Sorokin 140mm auto, 5mW laser, 80 round drums, and Akimbo. What this does change is it makes the single pistol a lot more viable. Whereas the single pistol now has the advantage where you don't have the damage nerf because you're not running Akimbo. So for a single pistol, we're going to take off Akimbo. We're going to replace that with an optic. Now for the muzzle brake, I tested this out. I tested out hip fire. I tested out just letting the pistol go, see where the recoil takes it. Test out trying to control the recoil. And I'm finding for the single pistol, I think the monolithic suppressor is the way to go. The monolithic suppressor is going to have a little bit more recoil, but with the single pistol, this doesn't matter so much. With the Akimbo, you do need to run on the muzzle brake to reduce that recoil. The monolithic suppressor is going to make you silent. It's going to increase the damage range drop off, which that is not such a big deal with this pistol because once you get past the 12-meter first damage fall off without the monolithic, you're already at the point where your recoil is going to be really high. You don't need to be making engagements too much farther out than that. Now for the single pistol, the loadout that I'm running in Rebirth, I'm running a gas grenade instead of the heartbeat sensor with the single pistol, because with the Akimbo, you go into the gas and you only shoot with one gun when in the gas. That one gun is nerfed because you're running Akimbo, so it's doing less damage. With the single pistol, you go into the gas and you're doing more damage than you would with the Akimbo in the gas. And then running it with Thermite, EOD, Ghost, Amped, and the new gun I'm running it with in Rebirth is the Growl with the Nexus barrel, attack laser, canted hybrid, commando foregrip, and the 60 round mag. Now I did find a bug in Warzone that I never noticed before this update. Let me know if you saw it before this update. But when you're running Akimbo pistols and you first drop into the game, sometimes your left pistol is empty and you have to reload it. Same with picking them up off the ground. Sometimes you pick them up off the ground one of them's empty. You have to reload that gun. I'm looking forward to seeing what others discover about this update that I don't know about yet. Go follow on YouTube, JGod, True Game Data, and Ponyhoff. See if they have any updates about this. Also, come join us on our new Discord. We'll have updates on there for Warzone about new updates coming out. We'll discuss Warzone, other games, other topics. Come join us, find people to play with, and thank you for watching.